At Ayres House with Dad for my sister's wedding to my brother-in-law Barry. It was a wonderful occasion. Undertaking my MC duties by including what my wife calls charming anecdotes, I'd saved my best for last. Yes, you've guessed, I was to talk about Jill's childhood obsession with our backyard chooks. So my finale read, every day when Jill was 7, she'd come home from school and without even coming inside to say hello to Mum, she'd head straight out the back and drop her bag by the hen house. Once inside, she'd tie a length of string around the neck of the day's favourite chook and walk her around the backyard like a plucking, egg-laying hound. But prior to me delivering this conclusion, Dad was to speak. It gave me great joy to introduce him saying, "Here's the father of the bride, my dad." Dad took the stage and with these words he began. Every day when Jill was 7, and on it went. In the words of a former McGarry medalist, I want to thank my parents and especially Mum and Dad. Thanks to Mum and Dad for their support, encouragement and opportunities. I acknowledge the Bureau of Meteorology for giving me the most frightening 15 minutes of my life in 1988. Back then you might recall weather reports featured Cayenne Cutter on the Eyre Peninsula. Beginning my teaching career just up the road from Cayenne Cutter at Woodner Area School, I naturally assumed that Cayenne, as it's affectionately known, must be the bigger town. And as I passed through it in my VK Commodore, the boot containing my earthly possessions, I was able to count Cayenne Cutter's buildings. All of them. 1, 2, 3, done. And one of those was an abandoned shop. With Billy Joel warbling from the car speakers, I covered those 10 kilometres in existential horror, terrified to think what my new hometown must be like. And then I saw the signpost. Woodner, population 574. Whew. Relief. When I was there, one of my favourite ever stories was told to me at cricket. My old mate Craig worked for EXA, and early one Tuesday morning he was part of a crew working on a power line in Elliston. Well-known local identity Dick wobbled past and Craig yelled, "Where are you going, Dick?" Dick replied, "I'm going to the pub." Dick liked to drink a bit too much. Craig offered, "Gee, it's pretty early, Dick. Nobody will be there." To my endless joy, Dick then offered, "No, the bloke what usually serves me, he'll be there." I thank our astonishing boys Alex and Max. Already Max has skills I don't have. And this is wonderful. It's the point, isn't it? Alex has earned his first belt in karate and plays the guitar really well. He already knows Iron Man by Ozzy Osbourne and Black Sabbath. During cricket season he showed a capacity for leg spin bowling, which with his blonde hair might be best discouraged. But he's a great kid. And Max. Max has an amazing capacity for language and wit. He recently said, "Mum, stop being ridiculous." Mum replied, "Max, you can't even spell ridiculous, can you?" Max's eyes sparkled. "Yes, I can. M-U-M." For his world, he has an unquenchable curiosity, and I love this. These are two terrific, inspiring, fun boys. And now I thank my beautiful wife, Kerry Ann, Keza, Joey. As she described, we met early in 1995 in Kimber. Like Singo on the punt at Randwick, I was onto a winner. I was well positioned. I was 28 and drove a Nissan Exa with a turbo and a sunroof. In my home, I had a CD tower. But above this, I owned that most seductive accessory of the late 20th century, the bread machine. With this exotic appliance one morning, I made Kerry Ann breakfast. As she ate, I asked, with probable overconfidence, how's your toast? I then learned that she is one given, in the manner of many Queenslanders, to what is often called plain speak. She replied, "You've not spread the butter evenly, there's too much Vegemite and the bread is stale." I thank her for our boys and for sharing her life with me. I'm grateful for our adventures in England and Europe, but not Luton, our time in Singapore and Asia, and now our lives just up the road by the old Gumtree Park, where soon we'll be living while our house is being built. Get the barbecue going for walks, so feel free to come and visit us while we're there. So we'll be there with Alex and Max and Buddy the dog. I love you. Finally, I thank Mick, Keith, Charlie and Bill, the Coopers family, Dr. Tim, Max, Glenn and the ground ancestor Thoz, the Adelaide Crows premiership sides of 97 and 98, the cast and crew of The Big Lebowski, Apocalypse Now and The Notebook. What? I've been hacked. Scrap the last one. DK Lilly, those at Pizza on Broadway for the large American, Bill Hunter, Frosty LaHood of Frosty LaHood Motors and his no root, no toot offer, courtesy of Roy and HG. Everyone I played mini league with at the Kapunda Bombers, and there's a few of them here today. Bluto,